before we hop into gameplay, I want to talk about the Oscars because I watched the Oscars last night as they aired. For the first time, I think, in my entire life, I watched the Oscars live. So, because my favorite movie of all time was up for 11 awards, which is, I believe, a record. I think one other film has had 11. And they took home 9 of them. This is incorrect. They won 9 awards at Oscars. They won 9 awards. I don't know why it's saying 7. They won 9 of their 11. I believe there was only one other movie that has more Oscar nominations. All Quiet on the Western Front took home a bunch of stuff last night. I felt like every category they were in, they took some stuff home with, so I'm kind of surprised the number's only 4. But it's a German film. It took home Best Foreign Film. It took home Best Foreign Feature, or International Feature. I think is what they've changed it to. And so that was good. Jimmy Kimmel hosted this year. It was funny because I knew he was hosting back when I looked it up forever ago. But my brain was thinking Jimmy Fallon. I guess I should probably pull him up. So, not Kimmel. This is Jimmy Kimmel, right? I was thinking it was Jimmy Fallon, even though I know who Jimmy Kimmel is. And I was like, oh, well, that's going to be an annoying host. Because I'm not a Jimmy Fallon fan, personally. I find his comedy to be really annoying. And Jimmy Kimmel, on the other hand, I find to be quite funny. A couple of his jokes throughout the night were a little cringe, but, I mean, it's gotta happen. They can't all slap, you know? So I was happy when he walked out. I was like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, cool. Both are fairly annoying. I mean, they're late-night talk show hosts, so it's kind of a requirement to be a little bit annoying at the very least, especially when you're doing it on cable. The only one I really like is John Oliver, so, fully like is John Oliver, so he's the only one I actually watch, so, but it was so funny because I was watching at home and celebrating as if I helped make this fucking movie, if that gives you an idea of how much I love this movie. Everything Everywhere, not All Quiet on the Western Front. I've not seen All Quiet on the Western Front, although I apparently need to because it's apparently really good. I do plan to go watch All Quiet as well as The Whale and Tar at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it because they're all like 2.5 to 3 hours long. And I gotta be in the mood for a certain type of movie to watch that movie. So, of the Best Picture nominees, I'd only seen Everything Everywhere. I think that's true. Yes, I'd only seen Everything Everywhere. I've kind of seen Avatar, but I didn't watch it, if that makes sense. I'd only seen Everything Everywhere in the Best Picture top category because I didn't realize Triangle of Sadness was even up for Best Picture. Woman Talking is not the kind of movie I've been in the mood for lately. It's already kind of depressing and very slow, but very, very Oscar-worthy in like the way it's made. It's just kind of made to be liked by the people who voted the Oscars. I haven't seen Banshees of Inisherin yet, but that one's on my list as well to watch. I believe it took home a couple awards last night as well. Elvis took home no awards, which was really funny for me. I don't know why. I just think that's funny. I think I found it funny because I think seeing musical biopics up for like massive awards when there's actual art out there is kind of weird. The Oscars this year were pretty popular. Usually they're not. Usually, it's a running joke that the film's up for Best Picture. Also, I hate the positioning of this ad. It separates All Quiet from the rest of them. But it's a running joke that people never see the films that win Oscars. Um, like every once in a while, there'll be one in the category, that people have seen. Whereas this year, like all of these movies did pretty decently, and I saw being talked about online before they were even announced as Oscar nominations. I mean, The Fablemans is a fucking Spielberg movie about his life. I've seen memes from Triangle of Sadness all over the internet that I didn't know were from Triangle of Sadness. Tar, I've seen a lot of talk about Tar this year. It's got Kate Blanchett in it. And I think I already mentioned Banshees, but I've seen people talk about Banshees fucking everywhere. I've seen memes from it as well. Of course, Avatar, people have talked about Avatar. I mean, duh. I don't think it deserved a Best Picture nomination, but it's James Cameron. What are you going to do? And I heard about All Quiet on the Western Front before it was here too. Like half the time, Best Picture nominations don't even go to theaters because they're like small films or whatnot. Of course, I heard about Top Gun Maverick. It's a long-awaited sequel to a beloved movie, and it's apparently better than the original, so that's good for it. I have no interest in watching it and won't get around to it, but and of course I heard about Elvis Everywhere because the actor who played him in the movie struggled to get the accent to go away after filming was over, which is funny because it's just funny. No, I don't watch ads either. I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch ads. So, But it was really funny because I had my A24 shirt on that I just bought, and I was sitting on the couch, just sweating because I was like so nervous and excited, and I was like, you'd think I'd help make this movie with how invested in this fucking Oscars I am. Granted, I didn't watch the whole thing live. I was like a few minutes behind so that I could skip over commercials and stuff and speeches that I didn't care about. But I did watch the last 30 minutes fully live because I didn't want to miss anything because they did run over time as they usually do. But you use other platforms with people talking more broadly. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm also in this. I also am in the YouTube space where I end up watching a lot of people who do movie reviews. Like I watch Amanda the Jedi. I watch Friendly Space Ninja. I watch Elvis the Alien. I watch all these channels that cover these types of movies. Amanda goes to a lot of film festivals and saw a lot of these movies before they were released in the theaters. So I end up getting I heard her talk about Banshees of Inisherin, I believe, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that, when it was coming out in when it was premiering at film festivals and stuff. She did a full Avatar Way of Water video, which is the most I've seen of Avatar Way of Water is her coverage of it, and the most I will see of it because I don't even like the first Avatar all that much, and I have no desire to watch the second one outside of maybe for the graphics. So most of these movies I'd seen her talk about to at least some degree because all of these were, of course, pretty big at film festivals, especially movies like Tar and All Quiet on the Western Front and Banshees of Inisherin, as well as Women Talking, were all big loves, I believe, if I remember correctly, at the film festivals, and of course Everything Everywhere All at Once was really massive at film festivals. It's funny because the day before the Oscars was the year anniversary of its premiere at its first film festival at South by Southwest, which I think is cool because they made this movie. They finished filming this movie like the day of the shutdown in 2020, and then edited it and did all the post stuff during the pandemic. Which I think is funny that it was like literally the day, like their last shoot day. It was like the day of or day before everything shut down, which is kind of iconic if you think about it. They did get very lucky on that. They got so lucky on that. As far as the others, I don't know when all of them were filmed. I think The Fablemans was filmed more recently, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've not looked into these others nearly as much as I have Everything Everywhere. I do wonder if Amanda will... Oh, also, Trend did some coverage on the Oscars movies. Every year, Trend Level will watch all of the Best Picture nominations and put it all into one video. And she also made a video about Everything Everywhere individually. So I did watch that as well. Max and I have been wanting to watch Tar, but it's like literally 3 hours long. Yeah, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes long, and it's apparently a really, like, it opens up. The movie opens with a 15-minute long interview with the main character Tar, um, and to my knowledge, I believe most of, if not all of those 15 minutes is a one shot, um, and it's just them sitting in chairs talking. So it's really long, and it's one of those movies you got to be in the mood for that style of film. Otherwise, you're gonna hate yourself for watching it. You know what I mean? Because it's slow. That's just the kind of movie that it is, which is absolutely fine. There's a lot of slow movies out there that I adore, but you know, it just I haven't had the time or motive to watch it yet. Though I've heard that Cate Blanchett absolutely kills it, which, I mean, of course she does. She's a multi-time Oscar winner, so of course she's fucking awesome in it. It's fucking Cate Blanchett, you know what I mean? But obviously they announced this one last. But it was really fun watching it live because I actually had heard of a lot of even the smaller movies. I'd heard of some of them. Like, I'd heard of RRR. It was only up for one award. It only was nominated for one thing, which was Best Original Song, which is the one that it won. And I was actually really happy for it that it won that one because it was its only nomination, and a lot of people were really, really upset that it wasn't nominated for more things. I haven't seen it, but I've watched several reviews of it, and everyone that I've watched review it seemed to love it and very much enjoy themselves while watching it. So I was really happy to see that it won. Navanly is apparently, it's a documentary about this guy in Russia who ran against Putin in an election and then was locked up by Putin for that, and is still there right now. That's the information I know about it based on what I was told about it during the Oscars last night. It won Best Documentary Feature, which is really dope because, I mean, a lot of international films were winning stuff this year, and a lot of stuff made by international filmmakers, and a lot of, you know, because, like, I mean, Everything Everywhere took home basically all the awards that they were up for, and most of the actors in that are not Americans, so, you know, that was really cool as well. Women Talking won Best Adapted Screenplay, which is really cool. They were only up for 2 nominations, one for Best Picture, one for Best Adapted Screenplay. They won Best Adapted Screenplay. All Quiet on the Western Front, I felt like every time they were up for anything, they took home the Oscar. Like, I felt like I just kept hearing them over and over again, because initially it was just Everything Everywhere for the first few, because they did Best Supporting Actor and Actress at the beginning, and we took both of those. And then it was like a big gap, and they'd show up occasionally in there because they did have 11 nominations. But All Quiet took home a bunch of the early ones, and then after theirs were over, like, Everything Everywhere started winning all the ones at the end, which is where they put all the big ones, like Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best, you know, all that stuff. Avatar: Way of Water won Best Visual Effects, obviously. Black Panther won the only award I think any Marvel movie should ever be able to win at the Oscars, which is Best Costume Design. I think it was deserved. I didn't see any of the other movies in its category to be able to really comment, other than Everything Everywhere, on how the others' costuming and stuff was. But if it was going to win any of the awards, that was the award it deserved, in my full opinion. I am in the boat of Marvel movies don't deserve Oscars. They just don't. I'm sorry. I think the only other film in the MCU that could even qualify for any form of Oscar would be Infinity War, and I think it could win Best either Adapted Screenplay or Best Screenplay. I'm not sure which one of those categories it falls under, simply because of how well written it is, and maybe occasionally Best VFX, but that's really it. Although I think a lot of the Marvel movies could be up for costume design, but Marvel movies just are not Oscar bait. You know what I mean? Like, they're not made for the people in the Academy. They're not made for those people, and they're made for people like me and you who just enjoy superheroes and shit. They're not made for the old fuckers who vote in the Academy. So I don't know. I just think it's goofy when people are like, it should have won. No, it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been nominated. So, you know, like, be grateful that it was even fucking nominated, okay? A lot of the costumes in Black Panther weren't CG. Like the underwater guy, his like big headdress wasn't CG. A lot of the more like native outfits for those two different peoples, for the Wakandans as well as the underwater peoples whose name I cannot remember. A lot of those costumes were originally created for the movie, and stuff like that. So that was really cool for them to win that. I think, like I said, if they were going to win any Oscar, that's the one that I would have been most fine with. If they'd won any of the other ones, I would have been upset. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio won Best Animated Feature. Obviously, it did. It's Guillermo del Toro, plus it was stop motion, which is just an absolute insane art form that I do not have the patience for. Film is already a tedious task in terms of, the entire process of making a movie. So then you throw in the fact that you're literally making it frame by frame. The new Pinocchio that just came out fairly recently. Let me pull up some pictures of it. This one, the one that just came out just now. The stop motion animation one on Netflix by Guillermo del Toro. I didn't know any of the short films, so I can't speak on those in any way. But The Whale won Best Makeup and Hairstyling, obviously. Although I think it's kind of funny because like Elvis had a bunch of really cool makeup design as well as costume design, but a lot of the Elvis costume design wasn't original design because a lot of the costumes designed for Elvis were based on clothes Elvis wore. And while the person making those clothes did a fantastic fucking job because costume designers are always on the top of their game, I think a lot of people were, upset that The Whale won Best Makeup and Hairstyling, but a lot of the facial fat that they added on was added in post, and it looks really good to have been added in post. So I was glad for it that it won that. Brendan Fraser won Best Actor, which was really dope to see. Poor guy has been through so much shit in his life, and I believe this was his his recursions back into film and into the industry, and he got an Oscar for it, which is really cool. I was really happy for him on that. And it was also cool because as all these movies have been going through the different award circuits and stuff, like all the SAG Awards, the Writers Awards, all these different things. A lot of times Brendan has been the only one there from his team because he's the only one with a nomination a lot of the time. The movie itself wasn't nominated for a lot of things. I believe these were their only two. No, they had more. They just didn't win them because All Quiet took home everything. And so since a lot of, for example, I believe it was the SAG Awards where Everything Everywhere won Best Cast. So they were backstage, getting photos and stuff because they were all back there because they all won the award because it was Best Cast. And Brendan Fraser was back there all by himself because he won Best Actor or something like that. And the Everything Everywhere cast kind of were like, come join us because Michelle Yeoh and Ki Kwan have both, they've both been in movies with Brendan back in the day. And so they kind of just sort of adopted him into their big old family, which I think is really cool. So when he won all of Everything Everywhere, it was just cheering and happy and up on their feet. And I like seeing that kind of camaraderie between filmmakers because the Oscars are a competition, but they're also not, if that makes any sense. Because being nominated, I think something a lot of people don't understand and that I've seen a lot of outrage about online that from people who clearly don't understand this, being nominated for an Oscar is an award in and of itself. Because, and I said this on Twitter, you get to slap that label, Academy Award nominated, in front of your name in every trailer, on every resume, every single place that you work from now on, you get to slap that label on there, and it means a fuck ton. Because thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people act in movies every year. Probably a good 100,000 people act in movies every year. But a very small portion of that get nominated for an Oscar. So the fact that people are they didn't win the Oscar. Bitch, they were nominated. That means you're in the top 5. of all of the actors. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like Jamie Lee Curtis was just happy to be nominated. Like, she didn't need to go home with the Oscar. I think Stephanie should have gotten the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. You know, Stephanie from the movie. This one, her. Don't fucking bagel head to her. I think she should have got it. One of the reasons that Everything Everywhere would not have been able to get 11 of 11 was because they had two actresses up for Best Supporting Actress, and obviously two people can't win the award, so they were never going to be able to completely take all of them home. Yeah. But a lot of people were upset that Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress, which I understand. I don't think she was the Best Supporting Actress in that category. I didn't see... The only movies I saw that were in that category were Black Panther and Everything Everywhere, which did cover 3 of the 5 nominees. And of those 3 of the 5 nominees, I do think she was second best of those 3 nominees. I think Stephanie deserved it more than Jamie Lee did, but between the two of them, neither of them cared which one of them won it. They were just happy for each other. But Jamie Lee, when she found out she was nominated, she was like, I don't even need to win. Like, this is just like, she was like, I'm just so honored to be in this small category of people who have been nominated for an Oscar, because it's a very select group of people. So, you know, I've seen a lot of people being like, Angela Bassett was snubbed. No, she wasn't. She did pretty good acting in a pretty mid movie. That doesn't get you Oscars. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. The reason Jamie Lee Curtis won the Oscar is because she was in a movie that kicked fucking ass. And probably because she's been in the game for so long, the Oscars were like, let's give it to her. You know, that's probably why she won it over Stephanie, to be completely honest with you. Even though Stephanie was far more integral to the movie, I do think they both were deserving of winning. But, you know, I wouldn't have been mad if Stephanie had won it instead, and neither would have Jamie. Which is what I think people don't seem to understand, is that all these people, like, once you get nominated for an Oscar, they do a lot of interactivity between all of the categories. Like, you get in a Zoom call with all the people who are in your same nominated category, you talk to each other, you learn about each other's movies, and you chit-chat about, you know, whatever you want to chit-chat about. And they sort of essentially force you to become friends with each other in a way, by making you all hang out with one another, which I think is cool. I didn't actually know that was a thing until fairly recently. So by the time you actually get to the Oscars, all these people are good friends with each other, if they weren't already before. And I just think I'm glad that the Oscars do that, because it's seen as this like giant big competition, which it is. At the end of the day, it is, but it's not a competition in the same way that like a foot race is a competition. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to clearly see who a winner is most of the time. But, you know. So Top Gun Maverick won Best Sound, which is fine. I don't really care. Everything Everywhere obviously won the Best Picture Oscar, as it should. Usually whoever wins at the SAG Awards is the one who wins Best Picture at the Oscars. Not always, but generally speaking. And they won Best Picture pretty much everywhere they've gone this year. They also won Best Actress, Best Director. The Daniels won Best Director. It won Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress, as well as Best Film Editing. Absolutely deserved Best Film Editing. Dear fucking God. I can't even imagine editing this movie. It had to have been overwhelming. It was funny when the editor got up on stage to accept that award. He was like, y'all, this is only my second movie. What the hell? Like, calm down. You know? Which is cool. And then All Quiet on the Western Front, which I need to watch because I love me some war movies. Best Cinematography, Best Production Design, Best International Film, and Best Original Score, which, dope. I'd love to hear the score for it. I thought that Sunlux won. I thought Sunlux won something. Did they win like Best Original Song or something? No. No, that was RR. RR won Best Song. I could have swore the music from this movie won something. It all blends together, y'all. After a while, it all blends together. No, it doesn't seem so. I could have swore Sunlux They won Outstanding Score for an Independent Film. Titanic. It's one of the movies. It's one of the 3 movies to win a record of 11 awards, joined by Ben-Hur and Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Nice. I could have swore some Lux took home an Oscar, but whatever. Yeah, I was really pleased with it, to be completely honest. I mean, of course, I was happy that my people won all the fucking shit. You know what I mean? They took home all the big awards. Best Actress. They didn't have any in Best Actor because their lead was a woman, but they took home pretty much all the big ones. So so that was really cool. To be able to watch that live and just watch them sweep the awards, and also to learn about these other movies that I already knew I needed to go see, but now that I definitely have to go see, you know what I mean? I doubt I'll ever watch the Oscars live again, but you never know. You never know. I never thought I'd watch it live the first time, to be completely honest with you. So, so I wanted to ask, Jimmy, is this an hour earlier for you now, since the time change happened here, but it hasn't happened there yet? I think that's how the math works out. I believe it's supposed to be earlier for you now. Like when I start my stream is earlier for you. Is that correct, or am I not doing the math right? Not really. I started at 3:30 today, which is a little later than normal. I did oversleep. I woke up at 2:55 by accident. But yeah, I've been starting at 2/2:30 earlier these days. But you all have your time change soonish, right? Like the next month or so, isn't it? So we'll be back to the same split. Fucking hate that shit. I hate time change. I hate it so much. It's so stupid. Okay, game time. I just wanted to talk about the oh, also, Last of Us finished airing last night, Jimmy, so you can go binge watch that shit now. It's over, so well, not right this second, but later. I was very pleased with the ending. Max said it felt a little underwhelming, but which, I mean, is fair. It was a very short finale, considering it was an HBO Max show. The episode was only 45 minutes long, which is kind of unacceptable if you think about it. It's an HBO Max show, but you know, Max felt like you've watched me play the game, so this isn't a spoiler. Yeah, it's the same. The part where he goes through and like shoots up the hospital to get to Ellie, you know, I mean, the ending sucks, but it's a good ending. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those endings that it's like, oh, why would it do this? You know, it's one of those like, let's see, can I turn? I don't know where I go to turn on that, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, where he's going through to shoot up the hospital wasn't quite long enough for Max. Max felt like it needed to be a bit longer, and I was like, well, in the game it's like an hour of gameplay, so to just where you just like sneak up on people, you kill them, and then you move on. You sneak up on people, you kill them, you move on. You shoot a couple people, you move on. You stealth it, you kill a few people, you move on, over and over and over and over and over again, and it would have gotten really boring to do it that way, which is why they cut out a lot of the action from the game. Like, this show is very not action free, but it's got a lot less action and a lot less zombies than you'd expect to be in it based on the game itself. But that's because they cut out a lot of the gameplay aspects of the game, because that would make for a boring show. And I think they did a great job with it. The way when the moment they cut off the show and the moment it ended was perfect, in my opinion, especially when you base it off the game. It's probably really frustrating for people who haven't played the game for that ending. But it is exactly like the game. And it's because the game is masterful. The ending of the game is what makes the game is what made the game win so many writing awards, was because of how the fucking shit ends. You know what I mean? Not just the way the characters were built throughout, but also the way it ends, the story it tells, and how it ends sucks ass because one of the characters is making a stupid fucking decision, but you're completely understanding of why they're making that stupid fucking decision. And I think that's what makes both games really good, is because you watch these people do things that you're like, why are you doing the thing? Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. But then you also understand it. You understand why they're doing it, and why you're having to do it because you're playing it as a game. But I think they did a really good job. It really feels like it's moving quickly, and since you'll be binge watching it, I imagine it will feel like it's really flying. But at the end of the day, they hit all of the story beats they needed to from the game, as well as added in some extra stuff to flesh out the world a little bit and tell a little bit more of the story. I very much loved it. I'm very excited for season 2, although I've heard that we're not going to get it for like a couple years. So that's not really surprising, but it is kind of sad. But if it takes them a couple years to make a season just as good as they did this season, I'll wait. You know what I mean? I mean, they've been writing season 1 since before game 2 came out. So, you know, because Neil was working on this season with Mason while he was also working on the second game. So season 1 has been in the works for a while. So yeah, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy it as well, but you know. I have no idea what this game is about. I just want to start the day off with that information. I don't have a goddamn clue. So, I assume there will be gigantic colossal beings that I have to fight, based on the title, but fuck if I know. It's very dark. Can I turn up the brightness? That's better. It's still dark, but I can see it now. Did you enjoy my Dolmen gameplay, Jimmy? It's a really long opening. And I don't know if this is necessary. I might skip it. Yeah, Dolmen. Last week's stream that you missed, DOLMEN. I wasn't sure if you watched the VOD or not. Yeah, you missed last Wednesday's because of your flight. Yeah. Well, now you know. You've got a VOD you can watch. That's a sussy bridge. I'm bored. Skip the fucking cinematic. Okay, good. Subtitles are on. That's fair, but the Dolman one was fun. It was fun. It was bad. It was bad. It was a bad game. I quit very quickly, but it was an entertaining watch of me just suffering. You wouldn't know it was a PS5 game if I didn't tell you. Yeah, at the end I was playing New Game Plus for Tsushima, so. Darkness. Again. I'm sorry, these cinematics are boring and long. Oh. I thought we were about to enter some hip-hop shit. Am I about to kill this lady? No? Okay, well. This is what happens when you skip the animation. Oh, the camera. Oh god. Okay. In a sunlit... Okay, R1. Eh. Yeah, okay. What is the point of this? Is this like a directional thing? It's supposed to help me move around or whatever? It's very strange. Okay. This camera is very in the way it moves. I didn't make it do that. Am I supposed to yeet down there? Let's find out. Well, I did. Hope I don't need my horse. Oh. My horse teleports in this game, too. Exciting. I love that I skipped the cutscene and now I don't know what's going on. I took a little bit of damage, I think. His name's Aggro. That's kind of iconic. Okay, this is really off to the side. Ah. Ah. How do I mount him? Okay, triangle. Is it an open world? Yeah, it's open world. Ah, I've already forgotten the controls. How do I make him go faster? Oh, triangle. More triangle. Okay. Thank fuck you got a horse in this place. Holy ass. That better be the whole map. This is a very empty place. Fuck. Fucking horse buttons being different in every game. It's unacceptable. Now, I did not pay for this one. I got this game through the PlayStation Plus thing. So if I hate it, it's not a problem. Didn't cost me any money. It will only cost me time. I hate this camera situation. Like, I get it's supposed to be stylized, but I fucking hate it. Also, I have to keep whacking my horse to make him move. Ah. Whew. I mean, technically, because I paid for the thing, but... Because I paid for PlayStation Plus, but at the end of the day... Am I supposed to be doing something? Yeah, it's very empty. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's like not even trees. Was this originally a PS2 game? Or a PS2? Was this originally a PS4 game? I hate this camera. I hate this camera. If I mention that I fucking hate this camera. Well, yeah, I know I need to go up there, but how do I get up there? Okay. I'm trying. Okay, yeah, nope, not working. Okay, I'm trying to grab. I'm just doing what it told me to do. I'm trying to grab. It won't let me grab. Well. Is there a specific spot I'm supposed to grab? Because I can't... This all looks pretty grabbable to me. This entire wall looks very climbable to me. Like, Aloy would be up that shit so fast. You wouldn't even know what happened. Oh, God. Oh, the stutter step of the camera. Oh, my God. I hate that the camera moves on its own. I really don't appreciate that shit at all. Can I turn that shit off? No. Fuck. I just wanted to turn off its automatic movement. I don't like that shit. Because I place it somewhere, and then I expect that shit to not go nowhere, okay? I feel like I'm playing Zelda. With his little... Hut, hut. Grab. Grab the thing. You won't grab anything. Ah. Ah. Do you think I'm just bad at this, or do you think that there's a reason? Ah! Go up. Can I go up? It is very Twilight Princess, isn't it? Will you climb up it? No? You won't pull yourself up? Well, that's fucking stupid. This is the hardest way to go about this, you stupid idiot. There ain't no reason for you to do like this. Huh? You could just walk along the top. Huh? Okay, why'd we stop? Why did we stop? Oh! It didn't tell me that. It didn't tell me how to do that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Well, I made it up here. Ooh, we got a close... Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got a close-up, guys. Oh, wow. Spooky. Stop moving camera. I'm trying to look around, and it's near impossible. Because I'm not moving the camera right now. That is doing it all by its goddamn self. Huh? Tell me he can't reach that? Come on now. That is the same height as the other thing. What the feck? I should need to look up how to start. It should tell me how to start. It told me I can climb shit. And I'm trying to climb shit. I'm trying to look around is what I'm trying to do. The camera is really frustrating me. More than anything, to be honest. The fact that I can't figure out what I'm doing is not the frustrating part here. The frustrating part is the camera keeps trying to do its own shit. And I'm not appreciative of that. Okay, horse, I'm gonna need you to stop charging at me like that. Aggro, I need you to calm the fuck down. Thank you. Because I feel like the correct path is to go up on that thing and then climb up that rock to get to that ledge. But I ain't got no clue how to fucking do that. So... since he doesn't want to climb onto these perfectly grabbable rocks... Ooh, the yawning has already begun. That's nice. Okay, let's... Okay. The goal of the game is to kill 6 Colossals, and then you'll be granted a wish. While this is the only task you have, and no other enemies are found here, so it's a big open empty space, these boss battles will become quite harrowing, as each of the Colossals have their own strengths and weaknesses. It says Colossi on here, but I don't like that word, so I'm going to call it Colossals. Plus the Colossal makes me think of Attack on Titan, which is a much better thing. You must find and exploit it by climbing them and striking at the right places. Click on the section below for information on how to find each Colossal. Each page also contains a video guide on how to defeat each Colossus. Okay. That's not what I need. I need basic help. Basic help. basic help, huh? Climbing is something you'll have to do quite often. To do it, hold down the R button to grab hold of a surface. From there, you can press up or down on the analog stick to climb. You can also tap the triangle button to hop up to the top of the ledge or to reach the next small ledge. Okay, it did not tell me anything about that. Yeah, it does. Okay, I don't know why this won't let me go over. Up or down on the analog stick. Don't do shit. That don't do shit, you liar. You fucking liar. If you hold down the triangle button, you can charge up your jump, allowing you to leap more than one ledge at a time. You can also leap backwards or to the side. How? How? Ah. Okay, hold on. I know where I can go to just watch someone do it themselves. Hold on. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's what the opening thing told us, is that we have to go kill a bunch of Colossals. Oh, there were steps down. I didn't realize. It's probably really simple, isn't it? Wait, I can climb the fucking vines? Well, does my sword tell me that? No, it doesn't. When I pointed at the vines, it doesn't... It just points to the ledge. Well, that's not fucking helpful. I was never gonna figure that out. Because why would I climb up these fucking plants when there's so many fucking rocks that are much easier to get handholds on? Okay, I'm stuck now. I'm stuck again. Fucking stamina. Yay, we did it. Yeah, I did press R to adjust camera, and then you put it back. Fucking use the stupid fucking game. That's so annoying. It's like, oh, use this to move the camera around. And then I do that, and then it puts the camera literally back to where it started. Like, what the fuck? Shut up. You know? A dive roll? What the fuck happened there? Go up. There we go. I knew we could roll. That's a big boy. Okay, you gonna tell me how to use the weapon, or am I just gonna run up to him and get smashed? How do I use... Did I get his attention? Yep. Do I not have a limited number of arrows? This moves really slow. Do I just have unlimited ammo? What the fuck is this shit? How did that not kill me? Dude, I'm resilient as fuck. Hi there. How are you? Oh, okay. How do I do that? Nope, that's not it. I gotta change my weapon. I hate the camera so much. I can't see a goddamn thing. What's his weakness? His head. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Oh, I'm slowly regaining health. Okay. Oh, I have to climb him? I can't just shoot him in the head? Okay. This one appears to be very dumb. Oh! How do I climb him? Can I climb his fur? Ah! This is so stupid. Why is he hairy in some places? That's kind of weird. This camera is gonna make me kill myself. I swear to God. Oh, that killed me? That killed me? Really? Of all the things, that's what killed me? No, I just think it's weird that he's got hair, like, on one leg but not the other. I don't know. I think it's an interesting design choice. Oh, I'm supposed to step that part. Okay, I was wondering why that was, like, emanating color. It showed me how to do it, but then it very quickly went away. And I was like, well, what now? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm just gonna keep firing arrows. Do I just have infinite arrows? I think I have infinite arrows. This does look like the kind of game that would be someone's first game. Hi. Press and hold square. Okay, I'm doing that. Oh, I gotta change weapons. Okay. I did it! I'm on his ass. I'm on his ass. I'm on his ass. I'm fully on his ass. Come on. Come on, hurry up. Regen, please. No, 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 no. Oh, you stupid fucking idiot. Well, that was fucking annoying. Could you stop moving for a second so I can stab you? Fucking shit. I only got so much stamina here. Grabbed his asshole. Okay. No, fuck. Oh my god. I hate that. You have to hold R2 the entire fucking time. I really hate games without intuitive controls. It's very annoying. If it was just a few short fights, why would they bother putting it into an open world setting? No! Oh my fucking god! I hate this. I didn't even let go of the button that time. He just decided to fall. So... Again, I'm sure this is probably a me error, I'm sure. But still. I'm sure this is a me problem. I'm more than certain it's a me problem, but that doesn't mean I have to like it, you know? I love that this guy's got platforms on his back. It's very helpful. Sir, would you climb, please? Made it all the way up there just for my stamina to run out. Okay. There we go. I got it. Finally. What was that? Oh. I'm dead. RIP. Game over. Yep, I died. We're in the afterlife. Well, that was a short game. On to the next one. Oh, that's the shadow of the Colossus. Okay. I get it now. I get it now. Am I gonna spawn back here every time I kill one of these things? Am I gonna bother killing the rest of these things? Is the real question that I should be asking. I'm sorry, but these cutscenes are way too goddamn long. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just too impatient. That's definitely a possibility. Sure. Sure, sure. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, see, it's their job to make me care about the story. And so far they haven't. What is this game's rating? A 9.5 out of 10? PlayStation 2, 3, and 4. Yep, okay, yep, that makes sense. Uh-huh. So it was originally made for PlayStation 2. Then they remade it for 3, and then they remade it for 4. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like it was made for PS2, so... Initial release date, 2005. I do. I really do. That's not true. I liked the story of Ghost of Tsushima. I've been skipping it on replay, of course, because I already know the story, but the remaking would have been easier. Oh, absolutely. Plus then they can sell it on the newer consoles. Players need to complete 3 playthroughs to access the game's secret garden. Well, that won't be happening. It's one of the most beautiful games ever made. This game? This Empty Wasteland? A review written in 2018 said this was the prettiest game, one of the prettiest games ever made. It's one of the most beautiful games ever made. Maybe the pretty bits are safe for later. Who knows? Best character design, best game design, best visual arts, and game of the year. Really? I mean, yeah, the design of the Colossals are probably pretty dope. But game design? This flat-ass ground? Ooh, there's water here. Interesting. See, there are stairs over here that I didn't see before. It's kind of pretty. I mean, I guess. Okay. Why can't they just have it speaking English? What is this? Why are they making me read is my main question. I don't want to have to read, okay? I'm playing a video game, alright? I don't want to read. At least they gave us a horse. Yeah. Especially with Unreal Engine, you could probably just slap a lot of these assets into Unreal, and then it'd be made. I hate the camera. I think that's the thing that's making me not like this game, is the camera movement. I really fucking hate the camera movement. Also, just like I hated in Horizon, I hate that I have to keep pressing the run faster button for my horse. Just run until I tell you to stop. You know what I mean? I don't like having to do that shit in Horizon either. I just have to spam the X button. It's very annoying. Here it's triangle, but... I also hate the controls. Ah! Can't go anywhere? Okay, well... I mean, I guess our standards for games has really raised since this game came out, huh? If this was the game of the year in 2008 or 5, whatever year this came out. Yeah, I'd say for 2005, this was probably a super pretty game. But there's literally no trees. Like, this is not a filled out space. Huh? I mean, it's not ugly. It's just not prettiest, one of the prettiest games ever. You know what I mean? Again, if we're talking 2008 standards, then yeah, probably is, but... Or 2005 standards. I don't know why I keep saying 2008. Okay, and then I tell the horse to stop fucking moving, and it won't stop fucking moving. Stop fucking moving! Oh my fucking god. It is not difficult to be impressed with this game. Disagree. I disagree. I disagree. I disagree. I'm sorry, these graphics are a step above the original? Its sharp graphics are a huge step above the original PS2 title. And yet, it also feels like we've lost something. The hazy beauty of the game's mysterious world has all but disappeared, replaced with higher resolution graphics that almost seem too sharp, erasing some of the mystery. And it's not as if we're lacking in open world games with huge worlds where you can fight giant creatures. True. Shadow of the Colossus is still a towering achievement, one you should definitely play if you missed out on prior releases, but the remake simply isn't the same. That's what I was about to say. I was thinking, so why am I killing these guys? Like, why? What are the Colossals doing that makes it where I need to kill them? You know what I mean? Because like in Horizon Zero Dawn, we're killing we're killing the machines because they're hurting people most of the time. So like, why are we killing these Colossals? They don't seem to be hurting nobody that I can tell, anyways. Like that Colossal only started attacking me after I shot an arrow at it. You know what I mean? And this, I just kind of got the game spoiled for me by accident, but that's okay. I probably won't finish it just because I'm already motion sick. We just started. But apparently that chick, the dead chick that we placed on the thing, instead of vowing to save the world, which I don't understand what that means, you agree to give a bit of your soul to save her. As you travel the land to hunt down the Colossals, it becomes increasingly obvious that the real monster is you. They're just peacefully going about their lives. You're the intruder, murdering them for your own selfish desires. Yeah, that's what I figured. I feel like this is one of those games where you kind of had to experience the original when it came out in order to enjoy the remake. Does that make any sense? Because, like, if this were what it looked like on the PS2, which I know it isn't. I know this is better graphics than what was on the PS2 because, well, the PS2 doesn't go above 480p. But this world very much fits the PS2. You know what I mean? It very much fits the PS2. Which is fine. That's not a rag on the PS2. I loved the PS2 growing up. But I've plugged in my PS2 to my 4K television, and I can't tell what the fuck's going on in half the shit that I play. I tried to play this racing game, Midnight Club. I could not tell what was happening. I really genuinely could not tell what was going on. So keep going. There we go. Stop moving. I'm pulling back. That means stop fucking moving. Okay. Are you gonna show me where the fuck I'm supposed to go, or no? The haze was there to avoid the limitations on rendering, and I think they should have left it, because being able to see this far away and see that there is nothing between me and whatever the fuck is all the way over there really makes the game feel empty, in my opinion. And maybe because I'm just spoiled with really well-made games that are made for a PS5, like Horizon Forbidden West and Ghost of Tsushima, where they're, you know, the world is completely filled out. Any open, empty spaces still have, like, a bear or trees or something to look at between locations, you know what I mean? And I feel like when they remade it, they should have put some more assets on the ground since they were making it for something that could do more. Because, I mean, it's just so empty. Look at this. Like, the building design is really dope. I think that looks really fucking cool. But the camera movement. I'm trying to look at the giant building. Would you let me look at the giant building, please? He keeps putting the camera back. And that's really pissing me off. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The camera is my biggest gripe with this game. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, big open empty world, whatever. But this fucking camera movement is gonna make me hurt someone, okay? That someone might be myself. Who's to say? Do I have to climb back up this wall again, or can I just go over here? I tried to use my sword, but it wouldn't tell me where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Also, did I gain more stamina? Is that what that's supposed to mean? Yeah. That's the thing. I did just buy that PS2 game, The Suffering. I haven't had the opportunity, or I haven't put in the effort to plug it in and try to play it yet. But if it looks really shit, I'm gonna have to just go buy one of those really old TVs to play it on. I'm trying to look around. Stop moving the camera back. Stop it. Why am I going back this way? This poor horse's sides are gonna be sore from me kicking it over and over again. What the fuck is going on? Why did I stand up? It's funny though because the Wii still looks good. And I think the Wii's only a few years newer than the PlayStation 2. Swear to God, if we run off this cliff because I can't control this stupid fucking horse because these controls are stupid as shit, I'm gonna be pissed off, okay? Like, this horse controls are so sensitive. Oh my God. Just run straight across. It's hard to run straight across because the camera is placed weird. I don't like the offset camera, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it at all. Hello? I don't think I'm gonna make it through this game, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna make it through. The fact that this game and Last of Us won Best Game of the Year. I know those were very different years, but oh my God, I literally am not moving the directional pad. I'm literally just pressing forward and the horse is doing all this back and forth shit. That's not even me trying to keep the horse running straight. I'm literally just pressing forward. I can't do this. I can't do this. Just run straight. Fuck this horse. Fuck this fucking horse. I'll just run on my own fucking feet. Oh my fucking God. Ah! I don't care if this is slower. The horse is just as fucking slow because I can't ride it correctly. Okay, now it's not doing anything. Really? You can't climb that? Okay. Why does the sword only sometimes work? I was doing it in the sun last time. Which is what it said to do. That is the weirdest way you could say that name, but alright. My goal was not to burn brain cells today, but here we are. I'm literally pressing the go forward button, and he's just going step, step. Go! Why would I use the horse? Genuine question. There we fucking go. Jesus fucking Christ. I want to ride that thing. Let me ride it. I get up across this place so fast. Reminds me of that. What's that game called? There was a game that came out. I haven't played it before. The Last Guardian. I don't know why, but it reminds me of The Last Guardian. A little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. He's got spots under his foot. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do there. Am I supposed to shoot its feet? No. Well, I mean, I missed, so I don't know. The camera! Ah! Fuck. I think I'm supposed to shoot the bottoms of its feet. I did. Okay. Yep. Hello? I assume I'm supposed to climb this. No? Whoa, now. Jesus. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Now what am I supposed to climb? That's my question. I assumed it would be this, but I can't grab that. Oh, there's fur on the front. Okay. Could not tell. He's got some grip strength on him. I'm serious though, dude's got some grip strength. I mean, yeah. Okay, it seems the spot has moved. Yeah, all things considered. Did spot move to its belly or something? Oh, it's on its ass. Okay. I'm just gonna say this is not very fun. If you spawn me back at the beginning again, oh my god, I swear to god. Why do I fucking die every time I kill one of these things? I think that's about losing your soul, so maybe it's like part of you dies every time you kill one of these things. That makes sense to me. Okay, I'm kind of clicking. So I went to Jacksepticeye's. He replayed it for Nostalgia Week this year. What's up, aggro? And he beat the game in under 4 hours, but he played it before this, probably cut down a little bit. So he already knew like where to go and how to climb, you know, things like that. Like, some of the other fights seem interesting. Like, the designs of the Colossals vary quite a bit, which is nice. But I don't know that I have the patience, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm trying my best to be completely honest with you, because I don't want to waste people's time. Like, I don't think I have the patience to play this game. With these controls, at the very least. Yeah, I do think you need this nostalgia. Like, I'm just gonna show you the footage of Sean playing it. Like, some of these Colossals have really cool designs. Like, look at this, like, ape-looking thing. Looks really neat. And then there's this thing. See if we can get a good shot of it. I mean, it's hard to because the camera's so ass, but that's a cool looking thing. It is very Zelda, though, I gotta be honest. I like how varied all the different designs are. And there's this thing, which is the final one. But I don't know that I have the patience. Like, I know it's a short game. It's like everywhere says it's like under 10 hours, you know. You know? Like, look how cool this thing looks. I bet this was like revolutionary when it came out on the PS2. I know it didn't look this good on the PS2, obviously, but because it's the PS4 remake, but I don't know that I have the patience to play this whole thing. Especially because I hate the controls so much, and the camera also makes me nauseous. So, I don't know that I'll finish it. I honestly might just stop playing it right now and go to something else. Because I'm not really enjoying it as much as I thought I would. I got a whole list of ideas. I got a whole bunch of different. We could go kill some brain cells in the proper way, like we initially planned to, and then start one of the longer games tomorrow, because these are the 2 short games are the ones I just tried. Shadow today, Dolmen last week. Didn't like Dolmen at all. I made it farther into this game than I did Dolmen, if that gives you an idea of how far into Dolmen I got. Up next is Lost Judgment, or just Judgment, not Lost Judgment, because Lost Judgment is the sequel to Judgment 1, which I have access to through the PlayStation Plus thing. Yeah, I have to play Judgment first. They're similar lengths. Or we can do God of War. Those are the options for games. Because they're about the same length. God of War is a little bit shorter than Judgment 1. But I want to play Ragnarok eventually, in theory. But I looked it up, and it said if you want to understand what's going on in Ragnarok, you need to play this one first. If you're going to play any of them first, play this one first, the PS4 God of War. And I said, cool, I can do that. I expect to like this game. I don't know what the controls are like, though, so we'll have to see. I have to be picky with my controls because I am currently nauseous from trying to play Shadow of the Colossus from that really annoying camera. So I'm kind of disappointed. I was really hoping to play all of Shadow, but I can't do that. I'm bored. So it's kind of up to y'all what we want to do for the rest of the day. What time is it where you're at, Jimmy? Because I know it doesn't matter to Stray, if Stray is even still here. Yeah, I expect to like God of War and Ragnarok. They seem to be very similar type games to Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, things like that. Okay, it's only 10:30 for you. Cool. So for now, you're only 5 hours ahead of me instead of 6. So that's nice. So it's kind of really up to y'all which game I do next, God of War or Judgment, because I've got Judgment 1 and 2. I own Judgment 2, and I got Judgment 1 through the PS Plus thing to play first, because it said online that you won't understand what's going on in Judgment 2, Lost Judgment, if you don't play the first one. So, I mean, I'm annoyed by most kids, so that won't be different for me. So we can start God of War today if you want. I'll upload them in separate VODs, whatever we do next, whether it's watch Gothics, whether it's do this, whether it's, go to Reddit, whatever the fuck it is, I'll upload it as a separate VOD from the Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah. I mean, it's a child. Children are annoying. That's like a staple of being a kid. You're allowed to be annoying when you're a child because you don't know anything. You know what I mean? You're fucking stupid when you're a kid, so it makes sense to do that. Okay. Well, as long as it has reason, let's do. I mean, God of War and Judgment both are through PlayStation Plus, so, Kratos is a bad dad. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. He's the God of War. War generals are usually not great fathers, so, Yeah, they're both PlayStation Plus. I don't expect either of them to go off of PlayStation Plus anytime soon, though, especially not God of War. Neither of them are slated to leave PlayStation Plus, and they're both about 25 hours long. Judgment is a 28-hour game. God of War is about 25 hours. Games leaving PS Plus. February is over. April. Yeah, same. I'd never heard of. I only bought Lost Judgment because the cover art was cool, and then when I looked up the game, the gameplay looked cool. I didn't even know there was a first one. So, 8 days ago. Okay, let's see what games are leaving soon. Every game marked to leave PS Plus. But the thing is, there's 3 levels of PS Plus. I have the highest level. Some of them are leaving the lower levels, but you still have access to them through the higher levels. So, I think I have premium, I think is the one I pay for. Let's see. I pay for premium, so that's the highest level. Let's see. None of these I've ever heard of, so that's a later game. That's an after the move game. It's way too fucking long to play here. Yeah, no. The ones slated to leave this month are not games I know or play. So, yeah. I doubt God of War will be pulled off anytime soon. You know what I mean? Okay. Hot memes. Okay. That's gonna be in the VOD.